Welcome, Mindscape artist. I'm Candy, and I am here to do your October readings. But I also have a very special unveiling. Okay, I cheated last month by showing my cards a little bit, but 78 Keys to Emotional Alignment is finally here. They came in this beautiful case, right? And these are the cards. And these are the keys on the back that correspond with the tarot. And yes, I created them because I am a pendulum lover and healer. I actually use the pendulum on a daily basis, and we'll talk more about that later. But these cards actually work with the pendulum. And also my cute little journal with my childhood picture on it, written where I write all of my petitions on 100% pure, unprocessed paper, right? And as I speak my intentions based on the 78 Keys to Emotional Alignment, doors have just been opening. As well, many of you may or may not know, before I actually try things with you all or tell you things about what I do, I have my own personal experiences with them. So welcome, Aries. You are the first. Not because you're just the first on the zodiac, but you were the first card in the shuffle when it came to the reading. So as the mood is set and everything is just ready for the unfolding, I will be honoring you with a reading. Technically, the 78 Keys to Emotional Alignment are reserved for my extended readings, but because I want you guys to see them, and you can also purchase your own deck in the link below. And you can do it on your own. I have the journal template that you can download and write out. You will use that as a map. I have a link to the 100% pure, unprocessed, unlined brown paper, and you can have fun with that. Or you can come over to the Patreon group and you can have fun with us. Okay? So let's get started here. Wow. The mood is so high in this room. I love what I do, and I'll probably do this the rest of my life. I've been doing it now for, well, astrology for what, over 20 years, and tarot for about 10 or 15 years. People have no idea what they're missing. Let me move some of this out of the way and see. So Aries. Oh, wow. Aries is chilling right now. Let's see what the I Ching has to say. I Ching, that's my guidepost. My guidepost. readings have been very deep. So I want you to just relax as we go into them. So you have inexperience, Aries. You don't have all the facts at your fingertips, or you are lacking in experience to deal with this situation. Seek advice and further knowledge before proceeding, but don't lose your enthusiasm. Good advice. So there's something going on, and you're doing that, right? Because you actually have the Knight of Cups, you have the Five of Swords, and you have the Four of Swords. So you have the Knight of Cups, which is all about love. And then you have the Five of Swords, which is about walking away from a defeat or a fight, right? Somebody fighting for something and then feeling defeated and walking away, or feeling like they're just fighting alone. So it could be that you were fighting for a love. You felt like you were fighting a losing battle. You walked away, and now you are resting and recovering from this love battle. You're resting and recovering from this love battle. I write while I read, and when I start hitting on stuff, it's just like I gotta have my pen and paper near. So as you're resting and recovering from this love battle, something is happening, and we're getting ready to see it unfold. And I hope that you are excited to see what's happening while you're recuperating from this love battle. So let's see. All right. Wow. Aries, we need to do a pendulum healing for you so that you can literally get some reprieve. Some of you have actually found your sweet spot in love. I feel that. Some of you are still struggling. You're resting, you're recouping. As you're resting and recouping from this love battle, there's a major decision around a discovery of truth with the Queen of Swords and the Judgment card. So the Judgment card fell first, Queen of Swords after it. So you've been recouping and resting, recovering from this love battle. You've been trying to keep yourself busy and occupied about your well-being, job, what have you. And you really want to be able to trust yourself again in making decisions. So, but you feel like that you don't trust yourself. So you're wanting the truth to emerge, and it will. It will. You're looking for some stability and reliability. You really want financial success. As you are trying to heal yourself from love, you're trying to make up for your vulnerability in love and financial success while you wait for the love of your life to arrive. In doing all of these moves, you're also trying to improve your value. Your value of yourself took a hit, and You got some enlightenment that shifted your whole entire perspective around love. And you decided that you were going to no longer depend on a partner to validate you. And now you've pretty much shifted yourself into a whole nother world. You've chosen to actually walk in your truth now, and to literally hold other people accountable for walking in their truth. I feel like that you have dealt with some dishonesty in the past, and you literally have been trying to figure out what is honesty and dishonesty, and what is truth and untruth. You're trying to figure that out because you're such a cardinal sign. And I'm not going to say cardinal signs don't lie, but cardinal signs usually are unable to hide the truth. So even if you try to lie, which you have, you're always transparent enough for people to see through you. And this frustrates you because you think other people are so much better at lying than you are, which makes them get away with stuff, and it leaves you vulnerable. Okay? You're an Aries, you wear your heart on your sleeve, you go at things head first. It's hard for you to hold in your truth, and you just say what's on your mind, and other people are holding back, which leaves you at a disadvantage, or so you think. So I think that that was part of your learning, was to know when to hold back. And now you're learning that, and you're going inside, recuperating with this Four of Swords, and you're not really telling everything. But even if you don't tell everything, the truth always comes out with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords together. Meaning that at some point you come around with the conversation and you let it be known how you feel. Now, Aries, as vulnerable as this may make you feel, as frustrated as you may get by it, it really is what makes you very endearing. It's what draws people to you, because they feel like even if you cut up, they know who you are, you know. So now what's happening is you're proceeding very cautiously. You're still moving forward, but you're moving forward very cautiously. There's your card there, and it's paired with the Nine of Wands. And with the Nine of Wands, it means I'm going to persist. I'm going to move. I'm going to continue what I'm doing, but I'm going to be watchful, because I'm tired of fighting, and I'm tired of being defeated. Because, okay, so this person here that looks like they won the fight. These people are walking away. But this person is like, I'm tired of fighting and people walking away. Like he's still by himself. And this person is by themselves. So both give off an energy of, no matter how hard I fight, no matter how careful I am, I still end up alone. This is for the Aries who are not able to be in a satisfying relationship. Those of you who are in a satisfying relationship right now, you're probably not watching Tarot, because Tarot is all about finding the alignment in regards to what it is that you are seeking. So what may be happening is that some of you have found it, and you may be watching so that you can kind of just check in. And then some of you have actually not found it at all, and you're really frustrated, and you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I actually do this without constantly having to have so much skin in the game? Because there are a lot of people who are half-heartedly out here. They're not putting their all into it, and you're putting your all into it, and you are just exhausted, right? You have some regrets around the fact that you have literally, you feel like you've missed out on this 10 of Cups energy here. So you're looking at this and you're like, wow, I almost had it. But I was 3 cups short. You were 3 cups short, which makes it like the 7 of cups. And the 7 of Cups is all about confusion and not knowing which choice to make. So you regret that you didn't make the right choice and you thought you were on the right track this time, but you didn't make the right choice in your mind. Okay? And this has left you feeling bound. You feel almost doomed. Like, I know that I can only be who I am. And that's the thing with Aries. Aries is not able to necessarily be anyone else other than who they are. So what makes Aries' road a little difficult is that you have to fully be authentic. There are lots and lots of personalities that are able to simply say, hey, I don't want to be this anymore. I'm going to reinvent myself and I'm just going to be somebody totally different, right? But for an Aries is a trailblazer, right? As a trailblazer, as the first one on the scene, as pure cardinal fire, you literally would have the most difficult time. It's not impossible, but the most difficult time being something that you're not. So for an Aries, the reason why it may be hard for you to align yourself with someone is because you have to find the right fit. If you don't find the right fit, it's just not going to fit because you're only going to be able to adjust yourself for so long. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't have discipline to get along with people. It just means that you have to be yourself and people have to accept that. You're into some soul searching right now about that. You're doubting yourself. You're like, well, do I need to adjust this? Do I need to adjust that in order to break out of this? Now, this is going into self-concept rearranging, which is a lot of what Neville Goddard talks about, and which is what I base my higher coaching courses or programs on. You can rearrange the concept you have of yourself. Think of yourself differently. As you think of yourself differently, you begin to act differently, but yet still remain authentic. Okay? That's a skill that you have to practice and you have to constantly be aware. But first you have to know, who do you want to be? Like, not who as in completely being somebody totally different, but really who? Who do you want to be? And who is this higher self that you're here to learn? As you learn who this higher self is in you, then what happens is you don't change yourself. You just align yourself to that, right? Okay, as you come out of trying to do that, even if you try just a little bit, you find a piece of happiness, you really align yourself with doing the right thing at the right time. And right means just being in alignment with the desires of your heart. Okay? And then as you do that, things begin to open up for you. We're going into some of the things that you're going through as you're recouping. This is what's trying to unfold in you, whether you let it unfold in you or not. It's trying to free you, freeing you in a way that lets you know that you can still be yourself in love, in relationships, yet you can still tame the fire within you. Okay. And go to the next level. And literally align yourself with this star energy of your hopes, dreams, wishes, and desires, right? And that's exactly what you're doing as you are literally recouping from love. You're sharpening your desires around love, right? Look at that. That is the Four of Swords, and that's what you got here. So you felt defeated. You went and said, I'm going to go and recuperate. I'm going to go and be quiet. I'm going to stop telling people what I want, how I want it. I'm going to go work on myself. And I'm going to focus more on what I want and less on what I have had in the past and what I don't want, right? So you're literally manifesting, or should I say meditating on it, because the Four of Swords is like recovering and meditating, right? So let's see if we can find out what this knight is carrying this cup for, what that's all about. That's the Lover's card that just jumped out. So you're trying to gain your strength around love. You really are. You're trying to really gain your strength. You're trying to be disciplined. You're trying to be strong in a different way. Okay? You're working on that. You're hoping that your next relationship is full of reciprocity and fairness. Those are the seeds that you're planting. You're working on bringing things to you that are fair, right? You're getting in touch with the things that you love for the first time. You're able to really see what it is that you want. Okay, for so many years, you have been trying to find what you want through other people. And it looks as though the universe is like, okay, now that you've been defeated, we're getting ready to tap into some of your passions. And now you're no longer looking at this Knight of Wands that you used to be so crazy about. You're looking at what it is that you want. You're looking the other way. You're focusing on your money. You're focusing on your well-being. You're building up your self-esteem and your strength and love. So there is a journey. There's someone in your past that is thinking of you all. They're thinking of you. They're thinking of what you all had. They're thinking of you. They're considering going on a journey with you. This is somebody that you really worked well with, but they betrayed you. At one point, you were very much bothered by this betrayal. This is what caused you to hold back. We have the Four of Wands here. There's someone who is preparing to offer something here. We have the Four of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. The Four of Wands is about stability. It's about building something. Someone sees you as this Nine of Pentacles, that you're very independent. Someone is watching you as you take care of yourself. That's very attractive to them. That makes them want to give to you. And even if this is not somebody right now in the physical, this could definitely represent an energy that you are conjuring up as you continue to focus on yourself, care about yourself, and not focus on that Knight of Wands that would dip in and out of your life. Now what's happening is you're building up your ideal soulmate that will contribute. And this is why I am coming to this, because what you're really wanting to manifest is strength around love, healing around love. You were very disappointed with someone who you thought you would work and build with together. And so what you're truly, really working on, all these pentacles in your reading, is your independence and your in your security, right? But you're also hoping that you get reciprocity in your relationships, where you're not feeling like you're always the one sharing and caring and doing. But you're also focused on what it is that you want. As you are focusing on what it is that you want, you're also bringing in that, okay? You're also bringing in this Page of Pentacles, which is, don't just tell me what it is that you're going to do for me. I want you to actually show me. And this is bringing on a lot of maturity. It's also bringing on a sharpening idea of what it is that you want. Wow. You're really on a journey here. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This is really what you want. You want security and emotional maturity. As that comes in, look at this 10 of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups. That's a wonderful combination. However, you don't think that's possible. The universe, that's the universe's energy. This is you doubting. This is you still trying to recover around love, because you're feeling like you associate love with loss. But something is getting ready to happen really quickly. There's that 7 of Cups, right? 7 of Cups. So what happened was something that you were involved in that you were very confused about it ended pretty quickly with a walking away in search of the actual cup, which leads to a very passionate new beginning for you, which is, I think, the new beginning to yourself and opening up to yourself, basically. You become and build up your self-esteem during this time. As you do, you gain this justice magician energy, where you literally manifest for yourself the fairness and the justice that you feel like you really want. There is an ending of a third party. Somebody you were involved in a situation where someone you really loved was involved with someone else. Whoever they were involved with has ended or coming to an end. And now their decisions that this person is trying to make. Wow. We have the Temperance and the Fool card together. So This is Sag, Aquarius, Aries energy. It's all about balance before taking a leap of faith. Something ended, a third party ended. Now someone is back in decision mode and thinking about taking this leap of faith as they try to come forward. Really? I wasn't expecting that story to unfold like that. Technically, that is the last card to reveal itself. So that switches everything, around. That switches this to the end. So this is basically how this reading goes. And take all this out of the way. You're fighting in a relationship for love with someone who's basically not even participating. You're doing all of the action fighting for this relationship. You get defeated, and then you start recovery around love. As you're recovering, your lover comes in the reading, or what's going on with your lover comes in this reading, or the person of interest, as their third party, whoever they were involved with while they were trying to be involved with you, has ended. They start thinking about Aries and start weighing the pros and cons of what could have been and what they should do. And then, boom, they have this bright idea that they need to ride in with this cup and the chariot and make an offer, sweep you off your feet. So basically, this is their idea in their head, while you're hard at work trying to heal and move forward in what you're doing. You're engaged in your own passions. You're recovering from this battle. Let me pull a love oracle before we go into the extended and one of the keys here. You're inexperienced in this. I think this is what I see. Your inexperience is leading you to regroup with that Four Swords energy. You don't have all the facts at your fingertips, or you're lacking in experience to deal with this situation. Seek advice and further knowledge before proceeding, but don't lose your enthusiasm. So with this Four Swords, where you're kind of chilling, laying back, don't dim your light or put out your own fire. Keep that burning, because you're going to need it. Because this person is going to try and come back, riding on a horse, delivering love. Nothing wrong with the Knight of Cups, but you're going to have a decision to make. Just like they have a decision to make, you have a decision to make as to whether or not you want to do this again. Right? So, So while you're recovering from hurt, they're doing this. This is what they're doing. And we're going to ask more questions in the extended reading. So we want to know what they're doing and what they want from you, what they plan on doing to try and get back in. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So you'll have to decide if this love is great enough for you to take those steps. Basically, after you get the knowledge, facts, and experience that you need, because I think that was the problem. This person was over your head. This person was running circles around you emotionally. They were very manipulative. And I think what happened was they took advantage of your naivete. They took advantage of the fact that you were so open, so raw, so just passionate and inviting and vulnerable. And they just couldn't resist taking advantage of that, unfortunately. As you make the effort to take the steps to great love, because you're not necessarily taking the steps to them, but you're making the effort to take the steps towards great love. And that great love could be love within yourself first, which is going to draw them back to you. But it will put you in the driver's seat. You'll be more experienced as you get the advice. So you may need to continue to consult, continue to read what it is that you need to read in regards to the cards, in regards to your heart, Wow, you actually got a really good card. And this is good. This is good because in spite, and this is what I saw with the Nine of Pentacles for many of you, in spite of the fact that you've been betrayed and hurt due to your inexperience and vulnerability, you finally reached a place of satisfaction, right? And even if you haven't reached a place of satisfaction, this is your cue to that's where you need to be before you reach out to any love. You need to be satisfied within yourself. You need to focus on the Nine of Cups, which is what you just drew. So remove anything that is remove anything that is keeping you stuck. Okay? Anything that is keeping you stuck in just being complacent. Anything that is blocking you from your satisfaction. Right? And your positive power position statement is increase my desire to continue for even better than what I have now. So as the Nine of Cups, after all your hard work, you need to reach this place of contentment, or you have reached this place of contentment. And if you have or if you haven't, you need to repeat, increase my desire to continue for even better than I have now. Increase my desire to continue for even better than I have now. Now, you need to imagine the person that you're thinking about in your reading. Include them in that because you want the universe to bring you either a much better version of that person, meaning if that person comes back, they need to be transformed because you're going to be transformed because you're going to be doing your work. Because you're recovering, or you're recouping, you're healing, and you're bringing about what it is that you want. As you do that, then you're going to command the universe to increase your desire to continue for even better than what you have now or what you have had in the past. You gotta embrace that energy. We're gonna take that into the pendulum healing, but we're also going to take another card, as well as we're going to look at some timing. We're also going to look at some hidden messages that they may want to say to you. We're also going to look at signs from the Spirit Love Oracle. Got a whole lot of goodies we're going to be looking at. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the extended reading, Aries. Reconstruct the world by reconstructing your mind. I know you can do it. Bye.